Now that I've had some time to think about it, there's actually quite a lot more questions I have than answers from this episode. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Otaku. Chris is talking, and this is a review for Dragon Ball Super episode 129. Once again, I do want to apologize for the scenery, the lighting, just because my lighting is basically isn't working. I've been sick all day, so I've literally stayed indoors. I haven't actually left the house, so I haven't been able to buy the correct lighting that I normally do. So also, I do apologize if I sneeze or if I sound bunged up. It is just a really shit day, so I've just been enjoying anime all day today, as well as some editing. So yeah, if you do enjoy my kind of content, please do subscribe for regular videos. Obviously, Dragon Ball Super only has 2 more episodes, and I think it's on a break this Sunday, so there won't be one this Sunday. But after that, there will be one. But obviously, I do want to still have discussions. And if you do have questions or your own points or your opinions, do leave them down below in the comment box, because I do read them and I do like to kind of see why people think a certain type of way, especially with a series such as this. Now, I don't want to go into kind of basically saying beat for beat what's happened in the episode, because I'm guessing we all watched it, we all enjoyed it. But what I do want to bring out is a couple of things that kind of made me think, wait a second, what? And where to start? Where to start? Okay, so want to start off with the good. The good was the hype. It kind of delivered up to the hype, not to the sense of his transformation, but in the sense of the animation quality was very, very fluid. We had some brand new colors, loads of new explosions, loads of purples, pinks, greens. I was like, oh right, this is kind of crazy, and it this episode really showed us how powerful those two are, being Jiren and Goku are. And literally, if Frieza is still hiding somewhere in that rubble, what is going on here? And talking about Frieza, I like how when we showed when they showed Zeno, kind of you saw Jiren on his fucking god pad thing it was. You see Jiren by himself, and the rest of them were all blanked out. And then you see Universe 7's one, but it doesn't show you the whole kind of roster. It just shows you a bit of Goku and not the whole of it. So where there should be Frieza, it hasn't been shown. So once again, they're tickling our balls on the whole Frieza thing. And as much as it's become a meme now of where is Frieza, the whole Frieza on the milk box and all that kind of shit, what the fuck is going on? Where is Frieza? Like, it's coming to a point where the whole stage is being destroyed. He has nowhere to hide, and not like he's hiding because he's a pussy, but as in a sense of the writers are kind of hiding him off somewhere. But it's like, dude, they literally said in this episode that the stadium was crumbling. Goku had no feet to stand on, and unless he's on the other side of a stadium, that is still okay. Which I haven't forgotten about that. So I know somebody's going to bring that up. So yeah, I wonder what's going to happen there, but. What are your thoughts on Frieza? Where do you think Frieza is, and how do you think it's going to happen? Do you think Frieza is just waiting? And if so, when do you think it's going to appear? Or do you think he's already been taken out and they're going to show us officially? Because the way that Toei is going on is kind of like, come on, bruh. Just get to the whole Frieza thing. Now, with Goku, this whole heat thing going on with Goku, alright? I know that, well, not I know, I feel like it was mentioned in a Battle of the Gods movie when you see his red aura and it was kind of shown as heat. So I was wondering whether that is what we're supposed to get from it. So when the Ultra Instincts happened in Dragon Ball Super, it was supposed to be a tie-in or a connection with the whole heat thing. If so, okay, but I really wish they went into a bit more depth, and I'm kind of annoyed if I will have to read the manga to see that. Not because I don't want to read the manga, but purely because I don't like that you need to go to another source to find more information about, and another source to find another information. How about we just get it all in the anime instead of going back and forth? And this is one of the discussions I had with my boy on Facebook literally like an hour ago, if that. We were both thinking like, why are they not telling us this? Another thing that makes the whole heat thing interesting is the fact that Jiren's strength has been represented as heat, and I've been watching Soy Seven Major's video. So so like every week, I think last week or during this week, he mentioned like a comparison between Jiren and Superman and how Superman gets his power from the sun, blah blah blah. So I'm not saying that this is my theory, but this is something that Soy Seven Major spoke about. But it does interest me because it's like, okay, so if that's somebody's theory, there's a few people who agreed with him as well, that that Jiren's powers kind of related to the sun. Is that where the whole heat thing could be coming from? Because it has not been explained at all in the anime. If it has, please let me know the episode, the time, the minutes, and like literally just so then we can understand. Because one thing about the Dragon Ball community is we're quick to say why someone's wrong, but not quick enough to give our opinion, well, not quick enough to defend why that person's wrong, and that's just my small thing. If you do agree with me, please let me know down below, because I'm just saying, if you say one wrong thing about Dragon Ball Super, they'd be like, if you don't like the anime, why are you doing reviews? But because I actually like it. The reason why I'm giving my negative opinions is because I love it so much, because I want it to have less plot holes, and because Toei are shit. Toei have the top 2 at shonen anime out right now, and literally for such a long time, but yet they can't do correct plot holes. Not correct plot holes, but they can't just kind of cover up the plot holes. It's like, literally, these are some basic things from the whole Jiren's backstory thing, and this is going to be a video I'm going to make eventually, but it's not about Dragon Ball Super itself. It will be tied to it, but it's more about Toei and their lazy writing. This brings me on to the next point of this episode. Considering that we had a week to wait for it, there was a lot of banked animation. I'm like, why are they kind of showing this? From some of the fight scenes that we got from the opening were also kind of rehashed here. Some of the fight scenes from Goku and Kefla happened in this episode as well. I was like, well, Goku's Kamehameha and his movements. I was like, yo, like, come on, man. I know it looks great, it looks crisp, it looks redone, and the whole kind of saturation, everything is mwah, but are you really trying to take us for that? It's got to the point where Toei are feeding us anything, basically, to make us just accept it. We see Dragon Ball Super, we're like, ooh, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them. I watched the episode, I was super gassed, I was super hyped, and that's the initial reaction I gave, was how I felt, and that was the reaction video I made. Unfortunately, it wasn't a reaction like me watching the episode, so if you guys were expecting that kind of reaction, I do apologise, but I did also put in the description box why I wasn't able to. Toei are literally coming after my ass. I've had 2 strikes from Toei now because of my other reaction videos. You've got thousands of views, which is fantastic, but I also got strikes from them, and I don't really want my channel to be taken down, especially for Dragon Ball Super. So I do want to kind of make more of these kind of videos. Unfortunately, I just haven't had time and had life, blah, blah, excuses. So now I'm like, you know what, let me try and make this kind of video so I can give my opinion, my expression, and just all that kind of shit, how I feel about this episode. So yeah, so like, what is going on there, man? Like, Toei, they need to fix up. They've got, as I said, they've got Toei, they got One Piece, they got Dragon Ball Super, but yet they're faffing around with the banked animation, and I'm like, you had time. And then also leading up to the fact that we have to wait another week, but yet we never got to see the transformation. I swear down, the previews are more hyped than the actual episodes, and I know that's what should be happening because it's a preview. But if the preview shows a new kind of form, God damn it, please show us the new form. Don't wait to the very end. I did enjoy the episode a lot. So even though I'm saying these things, it's not because I hated the episode. It's because these are things that could have made this episode outstanding. We had to wait for this episode, and a lot of us were being very impatient. And I guarantee you, whilst we was watching the episode, I bet y'all we were all very impatient, waiting for that transformation. But what I can say is Goku looked hella beast, and I like that. For once, whilst they're fighting, they're not just like, even though there was a lot of talking happening, we also did get to see the fight continue. So whilst Whis was explaining stuff, we were seeing the fight continue. We got to see how the gods felt about certain things. We got to see Vegeta kind of supporting Goku, which is a huge bit of character development, especially as this is Vegeta we're talking about, and he was literally Goku's #1 fan. But even though it seemed out of place, I really did like it, and I thought it was a really good bit of progression for Vegeta. And we also got to see Beerus as well supporting Goku and telling the rest of the guys to shut up and just watch it. And I thought that was really nice. I felt like he was kind of explaining, I felt like he was speaking to us as well. Like, a lot of us had a lot of questions, but it's pretty much Beerus is the voice of Toei saying shut up and watch it. So that is how I felt about that, and I really did like those moments. So there were a lot of good points in this, but as I mentioned in this video so far, Toei seem to be kind of lazy, considering that this is one of their big boy projects out there that is raking in the money. So now, once again, there's a lot of plot holes, talking from Jiren's backstory. We only have 2 episodes left, so there's no way in hell we're going to get the continuation of Jiren's backstory, from the whole heat that's going on with Goku, and also why is Jiren's aura heat-like as well. I mean, we've had so many characters who have crazy different auras, have crazy strength, but we haven't ever really had a kind of aura based where it's kind of like heat. It's like, why? And also, did Goku literally do a Hakai? Because once Jiren literally sent off his death ball bomb thing, Goku stopped it, appears behind him, and he has it in his hand. At that point, I was like, the fuck? Literally. So what do you think that was? Do you think that was a good bit of writing? I thought it looked hella cool, but I do wish that it was kind of explained as to what he did there, or the gods to have the expression like, oh my god. But overall, whilst watching the episode, I did feel like I was Xeno. So every reaction the Xenos had, I felt the same kind of thing. Whenever Goku does a Kamehameha, the little kid inside me is kind of like, ha. But yeah, so Dragon Ball Super, 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 as I said in this episode. Good episode. Now that the hype's gone down, I've rewatched it again and I've seen all these kind of things. I was kind of like, what is this? And was there a Milky Way? Did Goku make a Milky Way? Or was a Milky Way galaxy? I'm not really good with like stars and planetary kind of stuff like that. But he created something, alright? And it's kind of like, hold tight. Where did that come from? And why is no one talking about this? Why is no one in the bleachers even phased by that, considering they're in the world of Void? Okay, nothing should be affecting it. The sheer fact that Jiren was strong enough to make literally the world of Void turn different colors was meant to be crazy powerful. Was it Jiren? No, the Grand Priest did that. That showed the level of power that Grand Priest had. And now Goku's able to basically make a mini Milky Way whilst fighting. What was that? Not explained at all. These are the kind of things I want to have explained. I guess I'll have to read the manga so that it explains that. But hey, what are your thoughts on this episode now that the hype's gone down? I really do apologize if you didn't like my reaction video I did and that it wasn't like a full-on meeting your expectations. But hopefully this video here is more to what you expect. Hope you guys have a great day. Please do subscribe if you enjoy my content. Give me a like if you enjoy this video and if you want to see more from myself. And if you do like other manga and anime content, I do make a lot of that, so hopefully you will return for that. Chris is talking. I will see you guys soon and let's start a discussion down below. Peace.